Good evening. This is Akashvani Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. 10 Naga MLAs of Manipur say any arrangement for separate administration should not touch Naga areas. All India Federation of University and College Teachers Organizations flags concerns over National Education Policy 2020. Commissioner of Police Dimapur Kevithuto Sophie calls for joint efforts to root out social evils. And Directorate of Health and Family Welfare issues guidelines for prevention of waterborne diseases. Now the news in detail. Amid ongoing tensions in Manipur, 10 Naga MLAs of the state has urged that Naga areas should not be touched if any arrangement is made for a separate administration. The delegation conveyed their appeal to the Union Home Minister Amit Shah during a meeting in New Delhi on Wednesday. Addressing a press conference in Kohima today, Minister for Water Resources, Relief and Disaster Management, Manipur, Awangpo Nyume said Naga areas should not be touched as that has been a subject of contention for several years. While it did not make any demands, the delegation apprised the Union Minister for consultation with the Naga people before any such arrangement is made, given the ongoing peace process between Nagas and the central government. He said the Union Home Minister assured them that all the three major communities, namely Meiteis, Kukis and Nagas, would be properly consulted. Nyume further said that the Union Minister had called for bringing peace first before any arrangements. The MLAs have been trying to reach out to both civil groups and the government so as to bring peace at the earliest. Nyume said the delegation had a meaningful discussion with the Union Minister and appreciated his prompt action to bring the situation in Manipur under control. The All India Federation of University and College Teachers Organizations has flagged concerns over the National Education Policy 2020. Addressing the inaugural session of the NAC meeting cum national seminar at Kohima Science College, Jotsama today, President of the Federation, Professor Keshav Bhattacharya, claimed that the NEP 2020 is deeply flawed and even dangerous. He said a most important immediate impact of the policy's implementation will lead to closing down of government schools and a sharp increase in dropouts in higher education among the poor scheduled caste and scheduled tribes students. He said the Federation has taken up the issue with the NEP's clauses, including achieving gross enrollment ratio of almost 50% by 2035 and expansion of education through public-private partnerships. He also claimed that there was no mention of gender equilibrium in education in the policy. Besides, Professor Bhattacharya said multiple entry exits and choice-based credit system may encourage and legalize dropouts in higher education. Commissioner of Police Dimapur Kevithuto Sophie has called for joint efforts to root out social evils. As long as the society exists, crime will also exist, he said, adding that solving social problems such as drug trafficking, extortion, illegal taxation, ILB issues, and liquor adulteration is a collective responsibility and requires teamwork. Sophie was speaking during an interaction with the public leaders of Kohima, Dimapur and Newland today at CP Conference Hall, Dimapur. Sophie sought more awareness programs on social evils and urged the public leaders to give timely information to the police department for prompt action. The Directorate of Health and Family Welfare has issued guidelines for prevention of waterborne diseases. Among others, it recommended boiling water before consumption by bringing it to a rolling boil for at least 1 minute. It suggested thorough washing drinking water containers every day, as well as maintaining proper sanitation and personal hygiene. The department also advised against consuming raw or uncooked seafood and avoiding unpurified water from ponds, lakes, and streams. The advisory further said one should seek medical attention promptly in the event of symptoms such as abdominal pain, diarrhea, fever, or vomiting after consuming water or being exposed to potentially contaminated water sources. This news comes to you from Akashvani, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News On Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Deputy Commissioner Pek Kumar Ramnikant has said the dream of achieving a developed nation depends on students. Addressing the Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan held at Pek yesterday, Ramnikant said the variation in amenities like education, communication and job facilities among the various states indicates that the country is not developed as a nation. He asked the students to take pride in one's heritage and inculcate internal unity and a sense of responsibility as a citizen to contribute towards the growth of the society and the country. He exhorted the students on Yuva Utsav India at 2047 and said that timeline had been set as a challenge to see what India can achieve after 25 years. Ramnikant said, with a clear vision, youth today can achieve all goals. Highlights of the day included competitions in painting, poetry, mobile photography, and cultural folk song, among others. The State Education Department has directed schools to grant provisional admission to Naga students returning from Manipur up to Class 7. Schools following the state curriculum may grant the admission without the production of educational documents from the school previously studied. Parents of such students need to submit an undertaking that all required documents will be provided before start of the third term examination 2023, failing which the provisional admission may be cancelled. Admissions to classes 8 and above should be done with prior approval of the Nagaland Board of School Education. The department has also asked all heads of schools to submit the number of such students admitted in the schools since last month by 12th of June. Advisor to Chief Minister and Chairman, Investment and Development Authority of Nagaland, Apu Mehta, met officials of the American Center, including its director, Adrian Pratt, in Kolkata today. Mehta expressed appreciation to the U.S. government for the various programs that are held in Nagaland and the Northeast by the Center. Apprising the officials of various initiatives being undertaken in the state, Mehta highlighted the possibilities of partnerships and collaborations in areas including education, opportunities for underprivileged children, culture, music and sports. The advisor expressed confidence that talks will lead to positive initiatives for boosting bilateral ties and result in mutual gain. Mehta was accompanied by Chairman of TAFMA, Teja Meru. Akashvani Kohima invites application for engagement of part-time correspondents PTCs for the districts of Kohima, Beren, Pek and Mon on contractual part-time basis. Interested candidates who meet the criteria may apply for the post in the prescribed application form only. Necessary details and prescribed application forms may be collected from the news section of Akashvani Kohima or download from the website newsonair.gov.in under the vacancies category. The last date for submission of form is June 23. Nagaland can expect partly cloudy sky accompanied by 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers over the coming few days. According to the Regional Meteorological Center, thunderstorm with lightning and gusty wind speed of 30 to 40 kilometers per hour and heavy rains are very likely at isolated places over the state tomorrow. Day temperatures during the last 24 hours had no large change over the state. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. 10 Naga MLAs from Manipur say any arrangement for separate administration should not touch Naga areas. All India Federation of University and College Teachers Organizations flags concerns over National Education Policy 2020. Commissioner of Police Dimapur, Kevithuto Sophie, calls for joint efforts to root out social evils. And Directorate of Health and Family Welfare issues guidelines for prevention of waterborne diseases. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.